At the moment we are sitting in the bus towards Shinjuku Station. The hotel at what we will be staying at the next couple of days is in Shinjuku. So we will now drive to Shinjuku Station and take the subway there for one stop, so that we can exit right in front of the hotel. Weather-wise, it's still pretty early. It's around 10 a.m. right now. It's hot. I would say it's around 21 degrees Celsius. It's not as hot though that Japan gets in the summer. But it's not, it's still morning, so things can still be can still change. But maybe it's also a little bit cooler and more. The sky's more clouded because of the typhoon that roared across Tokyo yesterday. Now regarding the holiday that is going on today in Japan, it has something to do with autumn, and I read a little bit about it. I don't know exactly what the festival or the national holiday is, but people seem to clean tombstones and bring new flowers to graves of lost family members. And because of the holiday, many schools are closed today, and some of the agencies for hiring apartments are also closed today.
Exhausted, we slept a bit during the bus trip, and when we arrived, we carried our large luggage to the hotel. Because of the national holiday that I was talking about before, it was very crowded everywhere.
Well, at this moment we left our baggage at the hotel here in Shinjuku, and the check-in date is at 1. So until 1 we are just killing some time exploring the place a little bit. The weather's pretty cool. And I like it actually now that I don't have to carry all that large luggage with me. It's a lot easier and a lot more comfortable. And yeah, we will return here in approximately a half hour, and then get in our rooms, check our emails, take a shower, and then look for some apartments.
Tired, but determined, we went to see the guy representing the agency. We were expecting a nice quick appointment because earlier we made an appointment to see a certain apartment already, but things went not as planned.
Well, at the moment it's the night of the first day here in Tokyo. I've been awake for around 30 hours, which has definitely taken its toll. I'm absolutely devastated right now, and after I finish making this video, I'll go to sleep. Like I said, we had a schedule of viewing a few apartments that did not go as planned. The apartment that I had in mind was suddenly not available anymore. I heard that, well, actually the guy sent me a mail when we left the hotel, so we actually heard it from himself when we were actually going to talk about that same apartment. So that was pretty bad. And the guy talked to us at a restaurant and looked up some other options, other apartments, for me, which was nice of him, and he did a lot of he put a lot of effort into it, but none of the other options was very good in my opinion, especially considering the price and quality that you got with the money that you needed to pay. But still, he did a lot of effort, and we went to see one of the apartments that he offered. But it wasn't really good, and what especially was bad about it was that he said earlier that that apartment was 20 square meters, which is a bit on the small side, which sounds weird to some because some of my friends live in smaller rooms, but we look for a bit bigger room so that my parents and or friends can also stay there when they are visiting Japan. But like I said, he said that it was 20 square meters, but when we were there, we asked again, because it was so small, we asked again how big it was, and he actually said it was 25 square meters, and he was convinced about it. So he pretty much lied to our faces, which definitely cost him some points. And I'm not that interested anymore in seeing any of his other options, because you always hear stories or see in the movies that some of those characters are a bit shady or they lie, but I think that many of them are so professional, so it does not happen a lot. But on the first day here, it already happens. Luckily, the apartment that was not available anymore is not my first pick. The first pick we are going to see tomorrow. We are actually going to meet the owner of that apartment himself, so I hope everything goes well then. And that basically covers what I did this day. We looking at that apartment, or well, not necessarily looking at that apartment, even though finding the apartment was incredibly hard. I don't know how long we searched, but probably for 20 minutes or maybe even longer, because the guy could not find the address because it was so chaotic. But especially the looking through other options took very long, probably around 2 hours. It's also got a bit boring. Even that was probably also because I already knew some of the options that he liked were not good options for myself. What did surprise me though is that he said that some of the companies that own those buildings are not foreign friendly or not student friendly, and he even talked to some of his choices, some of his options. He talked to those companies through the phone, and some of them even said that they would not rent it to students. Not especially foreign students, also not Japanese students, but that surprised me a little bit. So yeah, that was it, and I'm going to sleep now, so I will see you guys later. See ya.